He went from making six figures as an operations director to now being a successful internet marketer and the CEO of Intellection Media. Everyone, MTL viewers, welcome to tonight's show. I am so excited for our guest, Daniel Rios. He will be coming on sharing his journey to success in the internet marketing industry. But first, I want to welcome everybody who's tuning in. Guys, if you are just hopping on for the first time, make sure that you get subscribed to the show. My name is Marsie McCann. I have been working online for over 3 years, mentoring and motivating aspiring digital entrepreneurs launch their new business. And I go live every single week here on Marsie Talks Live, where we talk to real people having real success in their life and in business. Make sure you guys drop an 8 in the comments. Yes, I said it. Drop an 8 in the comments so that you can get subscribed to the show. And this way you don't miss out on any of the MTL live interviews. Also, on YouTube, make sure you hit that big old subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of these interview replays. Okay, so I'm so excited for tonight's interview. I have the CEO of Intellection Media, joining us tonight, and he's going to be sharing some amazing nuggets. So all of you aspiring digital entrepreneurs, make sure you stay tuned until the end of this interview, because Daniel is going to be sharing something really amazing that is going to help every single person watching tonight's show. Now, I want to just give a quick shout out to all the viewers before I go any further. We're going to check out and see who's tuned in. We've got some people rolling in. I want to say welcome. Sharice, thank you so much for hopping on. I see you on. Thank you so much, Jada, for coming on. I really appreciate every single one of you tuning in. Guys, make sure that you are sharing out. Also, make sure if you have any questions, you drop it in the comments. So let's go ahead and get Daniel Rios in. I'm super excited for him. Daniel, welcome to the show tonight, my friend. How are you?
I'm excited, guys. I'm pumped. I'm super happy that Marsie, you reached out to me for tonight's broadcast. I'm super pumped. I'm here to give you guys tremendous value. That's the name of my game. I'm very blunt, and I'm a straightforward CEO. And I like to see people live, get results, and just live their lives. And it's just, help them unlock that potential that they do have that resides in everybody.
That's amazing. Awesome. I'm so excited to have you here, Daniel. You and I got into a really interesting conversation, and we talked about, numerous things. And one of the biggest things that stood out about your story was that you stopped self-sabotaging and you took your life back. I mean, you had an amazing job for a private jet company and you were making six figures, but, things just were still not going according to what you thought was the ideal life. So tell everybody what has been keeping you busy lately. Before we dive into any of that, what have you been up to?
Traveling. First and foremost, my son being my priority. If you don't know my backstory, I'm a single full-time dad. Basically, my son is on the autism spectrum, but he's like super, super intelligent, rocket science geek. So we've been scouting schools. But that's the beauty too, as I go on with the story when pertaining to my son, is the time freedom. Forget the income claims, forget anything like that. Is that this lifestyle has produced a time freedom. Sorry about the weather. It's really bad. I don't know if you hear it, but it's really loud. But basically, time freedom is key. And I'm sure any newbie marketers out there, that's, they're stuck in a 9-to-5, they're stuck in any job, and they want that time freedom, whether they're parents, whether they're single, and they just want to live their lives. That's really what I've been doing. I've been spending a lot of time with my son as he transitions from high school to college. So we've been scouting colleges, and I'm down here in the Tampa area as long as I feel like it. That's just the bottom line, is the time freedom to do these kind of things. So that's what's keeping me busy right now. Growing Intellection Media. I'm really trying to make this a powerhouse marketing company. And it takes a lot of work. It just takes a lot of work, and it takes a lot of time.
Wow. So, the title for tonight's show is Stop Self-Sabotage and Take Your Life Back. And I touched on it a little bit before you went into, what's really keeping you busy these days. And I really want to dive into that. But, first things first, let's talk six figures as an operations director of a private jet company. How was that journey for you, and how long, were you working for this private jet company?
Well, aviation industry, I was in it since actually I'm originally a military guy. I was in the Coast Guard. So that's started my aviation career in 94. Looking at 25 years in little less, 23 years. I was in aviation before I threw my hands up and walked away. The journey was I started out as an avionics technician. So I was the nerd in the hangar who did all the software and diagnostics and stuff for these jets as they got more complex. Led into supervisor position, running teams of maintenance, led into being responsible for anywhere from $5 to $10 million in operations.
Wow.
Manage a plane on fuel costs, catering, hotels, pilot training, stuff like that. So I was pretty much responsible for the whole crew and the aircraft itself.
Wow.
And that led to me making well over 150,000 a year, which most people would consider corporate successful. I missed a lot of Christmases, birthdays, a lot of things that eventually made me sit back and really discover internet marketing and what it was and how could I be good at it, and really led me to here. And I'm like super pumped, super happy now because my life, even though the income ain't the same as what I used to make in the corporate, but my philosophy always is it's not about the money, which it is in say, like, you know, it's just we need the money to live, but it's also how you really help people, how you provide the value and really get out there to help people grow. And that's really what really drew me to this industry, was to help people.
Wow. So, I mean, a lot of internet marketers always talk about making those multiple six figures, right? And one of the things that I know you are not fond of is talking about, you know, income and making specific claims, because, I mean, at the end of the day, you're real, you're 100% raw, which is, I absolutely appreciate that about you. And you say it like it is. I mean, at the end, it's not about the income. One thing you pointed out was you're in this journey to help others. And that's really what's the most rewarding, right?
Yes.
So how did you stop the self-sabotage, Daniel? And how did you take your life back? Because from what I'm hearing, it comes from just, you know, being that person of value and truly helping others.
Yes.
How did the self-sabotage stop for you in your life?
I think when you're, and I think we all have it. And like I said, I'm guilty of it. So if you're watching this, don't think I'm better than you, because I struggled for years with how the questions, and you probably asking yourself the same questions. Oh, am I really good enough? Am I this? You know, I'm too skinny. I'm too fat. I'm too tall. I'm too short. Worried about what people think. And that builds, what that does, it builds a resistance in your mind that you have this vision of this great life. Like, you know, listen, we all want the cars, the houses, the basically the legacy founding income, so that when we pass away, we're leaving our kids, our grandkids, and the generations. We want to be the generation that says, my grandpa did this. And when I got to that point where I started really linking up with successful people and, okay, what makes them tick? What am I not thinking through? And the self-sabotage that came in as I was always questioning myself. And to tell you the truth, the key to ending that self-sabotage is start believing in yourself. Stop living in the past. Stop, you know, stop thinking about I mean, it's always good to put goals into the future and what you want for you and your family, but you got to live for today. And I tell you what, if you start living for today, it'll eliminate the frustration, the anxieties that people are having. And in entrepreneurship, you can vouch for this. And, you know, excuse my language, I'm a New Yorker, so I do curse. If you're offended by cursing, I just got to warn you guys now. I do curse, but you're going to eat shit, and you're going to eat shit for a long time. And you just got to gear yourself up for that. But you know what, guys, I promise you, if you're watching this right now, and, you know, there are people that do have overnight success, and that's like winning the lottery. Really, to tell you the truth, it's like playing Mega Millions and winning it. Overnight success happens for very few people. If you look at the super successful people out there and you dive deep, it takes years. But I tell you what, if you really set your foundation, as I did, the self-sabotage kind of resides because you start building that confidence level. Because now you're sure of yourself and the things you're doing. And I got to tell you guys, that is the biggest thing here that I need. If you're coming into internet marketing, you're going to be sold on a lot of stuff. And I'm telling you guys, you know, deep-hearted, I'm not trying to lead you towards me or anything. You have to look at it like you're building a house. Work the foundation. Once the foundation is solid, you'll build that confidence, because now you're going to have that true confidence to say, you know what, I can do this, because you know what, I learned the essentials and the necessities to build into a professional skill set that will give you that to go out and do. You're not going to hesitate to go out that door and do the things you need to do. And that's really what ends that self-sabotage, because self-sabotage really the questioning and doubting of yourself and what your abilities are.
Wow. because it's going to come. A really amazing thing that Tanya said in the comments here. And Tanya, Christina, we see you ladies. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know, Tanya said it's a rough road, but well worth knowing your true worthiness no matter what.
Of course.
So that's just so amazing. And you know, let's talk Intellection Media. You know, how did Intellection Media come about? And was that part of the journey that you had when you decided to stop self-sabotage? Are you there? I know he's got some really bad weather in Florida right now, guys. So hopefully he'll be back. There we go. You are back.
Yeah, the house generator just picked up. Power went out and the house generator just picked back up on us.
Well, we're glad you're back. So yeah, let's talk Intellection Media. You know, how did it all start for you? I'd love to hear more.
If anybody who knows me, I'm a thinker. I'm a big book reader, and I just love the thought process of just intelligent thought. And forming Intellection Media LLC, I thought of everything I wanted to do with it as far as marketing, physical agency, because that's my end goal, is to become a physical. If you follow like Billie Jean of marketing, if you follow Gary Vaynerchuk,
Billie Jean,
that is my end goal. If you don't know me, I want to build a powerhouse agency in Florida, and that's my end goal. That's where Intellection came up, because it's just going to be a collaboration of just very intelligent people and people with skill sets. And I'm not trying to build, link pushers. I'm really trying to have people with skill sets as far as video marketing, as far as email marketing, and I want everybody to collaborate and just come together in intelligent thought, and that's really what I'm excited for.
Wow. So in terms of, really creating true internet marketers with what you've got going on, not just with Intellection Media, but I know you've got something super amazing cooking up. I don't know if you want to touch on that at all, but I'm excited for you. I know that a lot of the viewers on here, a few of them on that know you personally might also know about what's cooking. Do you want to share a little teeny bit of what you guys have lined up?
Oh yeah, definitely.
And who you are going to be collaborating with? That would be good to know.
Yeah, we'll throw it out there. If you know me, which I know my sister out there, Christina, she knows me. My brother, I can't even say my business. I say business partner, but I consider him a brother. He's my family. Dios Neri Pellegrin, you guys probably know him. We got together one day, and hey, Chad's on. Hey, Chad. Me and Dios, really good friends. We talk beyond internet marketing. We talk about our kids. He talks about his family. I talk about my son. What our plans are, and we've become really, really good friends over the years. And our frustrations were, we got sick of what we were seeing on Facebook, where you don't even see me on Facebook that much, because I got tired of the way certain people were marketing. And I'm not talking, there's people that do it the right way, and then there's the wrong way. And I was getting spammed a lot, just the way. And I talked to Dios about it. I said, listen, we need people to learn foundation of marketing. We need people to understand what marketing truly is, what the science of marketing is. And people are missing on that. I mean, swing and a miss. If you watch baseball, I'm talking swing and a miss on most of these marketers out here. And these are the people that are screaming, I've been scammed. Oh, I'm not making any money. This isn't working. It sucks. But you know what? They don't have the fundamentals. And the only way I can relate to is, if you ever been to the gym and you're out of shape, go try to bench 150 pounds being out of shape. It's going to feel like 1,000,000 pounds. Your body's not used to it. You don't have the muscle strength and the muscle memory yet to do that, to exert yourself to that point. And it's the same thing with marketing. You cannot come into marketing questioning everything but think you're going to make money. It's just not going to happen. There's very few people that are that intelligent enough to step back, look at something as a new person and go, well, maybe if I do this, and they tweak it and it's happened. I've heard stories of this. Wish it was me, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's got to get back to less spamminess, and we got to start teaching fundamentals. And that's when me and Dios came in and said, you know what, dude, we need to come up with something. You're a video graphics guy. I'm a corporate presentation guy. We can put our strengths together and we can knock it out the park with our training. We're actually coming up with a fundamentals marketing training program.
That is exciting. Guys, drop some hearts, some love, some likes, share out, because that is so needed in the industry right now. I mean, I personally even know of a lot of people struggling with fundamentals, the nuts and bolts. And yes, branding is key, of course, but how great wouldn't it be, right, to truly learn things like automation, things like Facebook ads, YouTube ranking. I mean, all these amazing things. And that's what's so exciting, is that there's other platforms out there. So share with everyone and all the MTL viewers, how much have you invested in personal development, coaching, mentorship? Because you've been online for what now, 3+ years?
Yeah, going on 4. I'm actually going on 4 in a couple months. Wow.
So going on 4 years in the industry. And of course, you've dabbled and you've been in other opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
How important, first of all, it's 2 questions. How important is mentorship, and how much have you personally invested in the self-development coaching and mentorship?
Okay, mentorship, I rarely want to touch on this because, one, just be cautious who you let mentor you. Because when I came out the gates, I had one of the superstars in the industry. We'll keep him unnamed. But with him, I spent a lot of money, basically helping him make more money. That's all it was about. I was really being scammed. And that's when, I'll go ahead and say it, I met Christina and Alfredo Delgado, who became my true mentor. And we talked about things and spoke with Alfredo, who I love to death. I mean, I can't say enough about the Delgados. They opened their homes to us like we were family, treated my son like family. I mean, I can't say enough. The love and the appreciation from, it's right, Christina, a comment just popped up. You're absolutely right. Man, I love the Delgados. I love them, man. I can't say, I get a little emotional too, because, I was in a sour point after what happened to me, and I was ready to quit internet marketing. And Alfredo really reached out to me to talk to me because he heard through people what was going on. And the mentorship that I got from Alfredo is just, it's freaking unbelievable. He also brought a lot of us together, and so I can appreciate that also. But guys, if you're looking for mentorship, the key that I'm going to give you is make sure that person's leading with value. Forget money claims. Forget all that nonsense, because I don't want to say nonsense, but the way I look at income claims is there's a way people make money and there's a way people make money. I mean, there are people out there screwing people to make their money, and it's short-lived. You'll see those people, and you see it on Facebook now. A lot of those people are gone. You don't even hear from them anymore. And the real true leaders in this are still around, still providing value. And those are the people that I could really appreciate, because the people who lead with value are the true mentors in this industry. These are the people you're really going to learn from. These are the people you're going to grow from. And basically, that's all I can say. If you're seeking out mentorship, that's what is key in finding a proper mentor.
Yeah, absolutely. Chad, you're so amazing. Chad says you choose your mentor through trust. And if someone comes to you and asks to mentor you, be cautious.
Yes.
So some really, really great comments here, some really great advice from just, even people watching the show right now. I mean, obviously a lot of the audience here, they are currently involved in internet marketing, very successful, of course. And it's just amazing to see all these phenomenal people come together, right? And now it's like we're all a family. So really quickly, what is your best advice, Daniel, that you can give to anyone who's really looking to get started in internet marketing? Of course, we touched on mentorship. We didn't really talk much on personal development. I'd love to know your journey in that. And have you always had this entrepreneurial drive, or was it something that you had to work on?
No, I've always had it. It was always in me, but I want to say it was dormant. I've always questioned things, and I've always saw I felt different than everybody else I was working with, because everybody was content with doing with the minimum and go home and make a paycheck. And I was never content with that. Even though I made very good money, I wasn't content with what was going on in my life. And I questioned a lot of things, and I would always read topics that people were like, what are you reading? Like, well, why would you read that? And the thought process was way beyond theirs. And I knew there's something in me that I got to start questioning and researching. And when I started doing that and started seeing what a lot of super successful people, their thought process, I was like, man, you know what? I think the same way. And I started questioning, okay, I got that in common with that person. Oh, you know what? I do think about stuff like that. And that's when I said, let me look more into this. And like I said, I'm a person who reads books. I read a lot of books. And I just started reading stuff by Tony Robbins, Gary Vaynerchuk, Grant Cardone. And then the list goes on and on. I mean, Mark Bishop, the Mark Bishop, if you guys don't know who he is, look him up. He's got some amazing books. A lot of cursing, but real as they come. Mark Bishop is the man. And as I'm reading their stuff, I just found myself agreeing. And I said, you know what? I got to pull the trigger. I think, you know, like I said, tomorrow's not granted. I can't keep sitting here questioning what's going on with my life. I need to fix what I need to fix, and I need to move on. And that's where we are today. Like, I'm just growing every day. Still jumping hurdles, man. You know, I think I got something going and you get derailed and it's like start over, figure things out. So you also have to have that thought process as far as personal development. Listen, it's not going to be a smooth road. It's not going to be a smooth road. A lot of people are into these, when I talk to people, the Instagram quotes, and they're great to read, but you know what? That's not personal development. Personal development is, are you living in the past? Are you stuck on a relationship you had in the past? Did somebody treat you bad in the past? You're stuck on living on that. You got to leave the past in the past, and you just got to learn to kind of put things behind you and move forward. And that's really the key to personal development, is just basically take the good with the bad and keep it moving. And that's what I've learned over the years. And when I did that, my thought process got clearer. I got more focused because I'm living for the now. What's in front of me? Let me fix what I need to fix and keep it moving and progress better and better every day.
That's amazing.
The advice I can give people out there.
And I love doing these interviews because I'm learning in the process so much, and all the viewers, I'm sure, is appreciating the value that you are sharing. And, you know, what I really wanted to touch on as well is Market with Dan, because I'm going to go ahead and share this link with everyone watching. This is where they can connect with you, correct, Daniel, and find out more about what you and Dios Neti are cooking up.
The Market with Dan site is my personal, what's called a homepage funnel. So any ebooks I offer, any kind of business opportunities I may be in, will be posted and they're categorized. It's basically a value-based site. You could actually go to my site and you can go ahead and download stuff for free. All you gotta do is give me your email. The social network VIP, that, guys, is gonna lead you into me and Dios Neti's training that's coming up. We're gonna launch here very shortly, and we're super, super pumped about it. But we're still getting the bugs out, because when we do ask people to take out their credit cards and pay for this training, we want you to be 100% satisfied. We don't want any hangups, and that's what me and Dios are working really hard on at the moment. So this is going to be 100% value-based training. This is going to be fundamentals. We're going to teach you stuff, because the biggest thing we got from newbie marketers, I bought XYZ marketing tool. How do I use this? I'm stuck. I don't know nothing about this. And we want to eliminate those questions from the new marketers out there in marketing tools and automation systems and, you know, even social media. How to post on Facebook, how to use YouTube, how to upload on YouTube the proper way. We're even going to eventually broaden the horizon, and we're going to start teaching you how to rank videos. How do you rank videos? So we really want people who join our network. We're going to have a Facebook group also with live Q&A. So if you're going through the modules, and we truly want people to go through modules, like basically you're super pumped, it can apply to, and it's a beauty thing, it's not applying to a specific business opportunity. This is going to be basically, you can apply if you want to be e-commerce. You can take this and move it over to e-commerce and grow your e-commerce site. You want to be an affiliate marketer and just promote people's products. This will apply to that. You want to be an MLM, you know, marketer. It'll apply to that. It'll teach you email marketing, email automation. This is the fundamentals. And then we're going to keep growing as time goes on. And there's going to be intermediate skill set levels. There's going to be advanced skill set levels. So as we grow as marketers too over the years, we want to help you grow as students. That's awesome. So that's what the social network VIP link that you're seeing scrolling below us basically is a VIP list funnel that me and Dios Neti put together just the other day, because these are the people that we want to give the prime opportunity to. So when we do say, hey, when you get an email from us, we're about to go into pre-launch, get ready. We want these subscribers to this list to have first access to say, yep, I'm seeing it. And basically what eventually, of course, like any business, we're going to be looking for word of mouth, testimonials. And these are the people that we will go to for stuff like this, to give us like honest reviews and testimonials on how it's helping them.
So it's not a business opportunity, everyone. It is a fundamental, you know, training that is really going to help you, just accelerate in whatever business it is that you are currently invested in. And that's what I really love with what you guys are bringing forward, the nuts and the bolts. So Daniel, any last tips? Chad, I just want to thank you for this amazing, interaction here. Chad says, I second Daniel's statement. You and Freddie have treated my family and myself like family at every meeting we've had, Vegas and Florida. This is what it's about, MTL viewers, okay? Everybody coming together collectively, and we're all just such a family. David, I see you. Thank you so much for hopping on. I see Mr. TC Chambers in here as well in the house. That's great insight. Thank you so much for your comments, your feedback, guys. Really appreciate all the love and support. So any last tips, nuggets, just things you want to throw out there for the aspiring digital entrepreneur who's just looking to accelerate in the industry?
Of course. Listen, guys, you're out there. Either you're second guessing yourself, you're thinking about pulling a trigger on something. Maybe you're in the industry, just not having any luck. What I urge you to do is stop being frustrated, because I'm guilty of this too. Like, I'm not speaking at you, I'm speaking with you. I'm guilty of this, punching the desk. Why am I not making any money? And when I took a step back and realized, oh, this is why. I urge you, just take a step back, pick up the fundamentals. Where you're struggling, strengthen yourself. Where you're strong, make yourself that much better. Basically, it's like anything you do in life. If you're stuck doing anything, your mind switches to either fight or flight. That's just a natural instinct in humans. So basically, you have to step back. How serious are you about your success? We always hear it. Oh, I'm going to buy a private jet. And I've talked to people on a personal level, what it costs to own a private jet. And that's a great goal to have. If you want a private jet, kudos to you. I hope to see you in a picture in your private jet one day. I root for everybody. I want everybody to win. If that's your goal, that's great. If you want to help your church and your community grow, that's great. I mean, everybody has different goals. Everybody, I want my kid to go to any school and not have to stress paying for it. Everybody's going to have the different goals. And whatever your goals is, guy, just remember, you're in it for a goal, but also be in it for yourself.
Absolutely.
We can help everybody. Money does help everybody. We get it. I get it. I'm sure Marcie understands it. Money's going to help in your personal life, in whatever you got. If you're a church, some people heavy in the church life, going to help their community, going to help their children. All I could say is make sure you strengthen yourself, your mind, your heart, your body. Keep your health. Don't lose track of your health either. Health is important in this game because it can be exhausting at times. Take care of yourself in this too. Don't lose yourself in this, because it happened to me. I started losing myself in the frustration levels of what was going on. And just don't lose yourself in this. Keep your health and keep your goal clear in mind. But also remember, you're working on the present. And with that comes, you have to better and become a master of whatever skill set you're setting out to have. And that's going to make you successful. And there's no secret funnel. There's no secret traffic source. Listen, if people are selling you this stuff, it's all BS. It's all bullcrap. You have to better yourself. You have to learn how to just create and provide value. So when you're in this game, provide your value. Make your skill set. You got to master it. Become world-class at whatever you decide to do. That's where the success comes. There's no shortcut to this industry.
No shortcuts.
None at all.
No shortcuts, everyone. Stop the self-sabotage and take your life back. Thank you so much, Daniel Rios, the CEO of Intellectual Media LLC. Guys, make sure you go check out Daniel. Again, I will go ahead and put the link at the bottom of the screen here. All the MTL viewers, I want to thank you all for tuning in, for interacting, commenting, showing love. Guys, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the Marcie Talks Live YouTube channel. I will drop the link in the comments at the end of this interview. Again, Daniel, thank you so much. MTL viewers, you guys all have a great night. This is Marcie McCann signing off with Daniel Rios, and we'll see you on the next Marcie Talks Live. Take care, guys.